Good morning, afternoon, or evening. Welcome back to No Cool News with me, your host, Nicole. This is yet another update on Fungasm, and if you haven't watched the first two videos, you totally should because they include a lot of information about this topic. So, word has spread of Fun's doings, and I am here to provide a highly requested update on the matter. A ton of you guys probably came from Twitter, so I welcome you. Hello, hi. I am doing everything I can to answer as many questions as possible. So to start off, I'll answer some of them here. I have been asked if I recorded the voice call that I had with him and a few others, and I did not, unfortunately. At the time, I didn't think of it at all because I'm kind of stupid, but I apologize for that. So I have been asked to show video evidence as well, which I will gladly do in this video in just a bit. I am very grateful that so many people have shared my video and spread the word around. Thank you guys very, very much. I want to thank my friends and the victims especially, as they helped me with so much of this. They provided a vast majority of the evidence that I have used in the videos. So thank you guys so much. It helped me a lot. Anyway, Fungasm hasn't spoken to us ever since he left the group chat, after he deleted a ton of his messages from it. Actually, he deleted all of them. He has spoken to my friend Sakura on Twitter, and here's what she has to say.
Hey guys, it's Sakura here. So when Mimku decided to message Fungasm, he decided to say we were merely searching for his attention, when that just clearly wasn't the case. I then decided to take matters into my own hands and DM Fun and give him a piece of my mind. I let him know how we aren't interested in his attention, but we do want to protect other children from him. He then decided to try and say, since he's been outed before for a different accusation, that people already knew. Then, to top it all off, he decided to say that we were the reason that he is around children, instead of owning up to his actions. Personally, I'm not gonna lie, guys. This dude has never owned up to what he did, and he's gonna constantly guilt trip others into feeling sorry for him. And he groomed these girls in the Mari Mari Cutie server and endangered our fans. I hope him and his career go down the drain. Fungasm, you're donegasm, bitch.
Thank you very much, Sakura. Now I will present the video evidence. The first video here is where I'm on an alt account. I had it join Fungasm's Discord server. His server is pretty protected, so he has to kind of manually let you in himself. He has to confirm himself that you aren't a bot, that you aren't a troll, and so on. So I click on his profile, and this is his tag. It has all the admin roles and everything. This is the same Discord server that was linked to his Twitter at some point, I believe. It was linked to one of his social medias. So at the time I was scripting this, I checked back on my alt to see if I was let in the server, but nope, in fact, my alt was banned. I couldn't use the link again on that account, so I think he may be banning any new people who come in, or somehow he knew it was me for some reason. I have no idea, but I was banned on my alt. And probably on my main as well, so oh well. The next video is taken by someone who has helped me immensely during this whole thing, Simi. She scrolls through Mel's old account, recording as she scrolls through. You'll be able to see where we got specific screenshots from and all that jazz. So if you want to, you can slow down this video and you can read the messages yourself. And I'm just gonna stop talking while this video plays so you can read it as she scrolls through if you want to, or if not, if you don't want to read it, then feel free to skip ahead just a little bit. So at the end of the recording, she clicks on his profile and look at that, surprise, it's the same person who owned the Discord that was linked to his Twitter account. Interesting. Curious, in fact. Now, the next video was recorded by our other victim, Vix. This is her take on the situation and all that she could find in their DMs after Fun had gone on his deleting spree.
Hello, so it's me, Maya, and this is like my DMs with Fun. This is Fun. He's offline, at least it says. I'm not sure if that's because, you know, if we're not friends or anything, or he's not on my friends list, but we're gonna go through all the things that he said, and like no jump cuts, no nothing. I'll be as clear and transparent as possible, and let's go. So we're gonna jump to the first time, or not the first time, but I'm gonna jump to a few of the times at where he said this kind of stuff. And I was talking about, this was, on the 19th, actually this was, this was on October 19th, and he responded with pumpkin because it was getting close to Halloween, and he said, "What's up?" And I was talking about, cadets and, like, you know, being punished or whatever because something bad happened. And I was talking about, you know, yeah. And he asked me, about the videos he sent me, if I watched them. I said I did watch those and that she's my favorite animator or whatever. Yeah. And I said there was something different about them, blah blah blah. And he mentions this part, which wasn't really needed, which I kind of put it on this list to show because I kind of thought that wasn't really needed to be added. But I'm not sure if that raises any red flags or anything, but I just thought like maybe I could show it. Anyway, we're gonna go to one of the other things too. Okay, here we go. Let's go to here. And we were talking about dirty things, and that my brother walked in on me. Yeah. And he asked this. You ever do anything with a guy or not? Which is not something you should be asking. Like, you don't really ask about anyone's love life in any way like that. I thought that was kind of weird, especially, I'm not even of age. But, like, it's okay. And then we go to the times where he's calling me. He called me senpai because of a game that I was talking about. And let's go to the first time he called me senpai. Let's go to this one. Okay, we'll jump into it. He told me, like, he said, there's a lot to this game I still got no clue about, man. I said, I know, it's kind of exciting and confusing. And he said, teach me, senpai. And that's kind of weird to tell a over, but, like, you know. It's fine, I guess. I don't know. And then a little bit later on, at the same conversation, as you can see, like, the times, do you ever teaching me, senpai? And, I said no problem. I kind of brushed it off. But, like, it's still... And then we're gonna go to, like, the times that he, like, one time that he hinted something else. He said, we were talking about, how I was pretty or whatever, and I was saying I wasn't pretty, so this stuff kind of doesn't matter, but we're gonna go down here, and whatever, and he's like, alright, I'll have to go get wet, BRB, probably like 15 minutes, and that's kind of, he kind of knows, like, he's kind of hinting at it, like, you don't say that, you can just say, oh, I'm gonna go get a shower, right? But, like, Just thought that was kind of weird. Like he was hinting at it too. Just kind of gross. And here's something else we're gonna go to. We're gonna go to one part where he does this, where after a conversation we had from after 10:42, which like nothing happened by the way, just randomly. It's 10:58. He sends me a video, right? It skips out, and I said hilarious, and then he said butts, and then he said but what, and he said just butts. I don't know, bored, which I kind of thought like, ew, that's kind of a bit weird. And I said just drawing something, doing a little art testing, and he said show me when you're done. And I said it was just a small test animation or whatever, and he says like, oh, now you gotta show me. And he said, and I said, and he said this randomly out of like there's no context or anything. And I said trying to figure out something in the art program because I could paste my frames, and like yeah, which was kinda weird. So yeah, I think that's it. That all I can like show that's still left anyway. You know, just yeah, this is all I could find left.
Thank you very much, Vix. Another topic that was brought up was why would we not let the parents know? Well, it's because some children don't have the greatest relationship with their parents. They don't want them to know for their own personal reasons. Like, I don't know anything about their personal life or their relationship with their parents, but all I know is that they didn't want their parents to know about that, so I'm just gonna respect that. And yeah, sure, telling the parents might be common sense. It might be like, oh, why wouldn't you? Like, your parents care about you, obviously, but that's not the case with some families. We can't make that judgment without knowing them personally at all. And even if we did tell the parents, the police have already been notified several times. I've seen people on Twitter saying they've told the police. I've heard some of my friends have told the FBI or the police. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm not really one to make this decision, I think. So, anyway, thank you to everyone who has shared. I really can't thank you enough. Like, this has helped out greatly. It helps spread awareness of what people are capable of. Even if they have a big following or if they have any kind of following online, they're still capable of doing this. They're still capable of hiding things and lying and all that stuff. So you can't really trust anyone, even if they do have a huge following online. If you think you can trust them, you really can't. And I know there are good people online, of course. It's just sometimes you gotta be really careful, alright? I'm sure you've heard that a billion times by now, but that's the truth. It sucks. It really does. So now, my next point is, yes, I know this happened 2 years ago. The victims had just recently came to me and some others about this, so we didn't know about this until very recently, like a month ago. And my point is, it doesn't matter if it happened 2 years ago. It still happened. It still affected these kids. He still got away with it for a while, and without confrontation of this behavior, and it's just, I think it's really gross. That's really nasty. I think that's just grody, dude. Why would, I don't know, this is just really gross. And I think it's wrong. It's not fair to the victims for the people who have done this to them to get away with this stuff. I do know that we should have gotten video proof of the conversations in my last video, but that's what this video is for. I didn't think of it at the time. I'm kind of stupid. I'm here to show you that these messages weren't faked. It's from his account, and they were sent to a minor. He has even owned up to it himself. He has said himself that his actions were gross and disgusting and despicable. And that is why I keep saying allegedly in my past videos, because I know they can be faked. I know how the internet is. I know there is some way that the messages could have been manipulated, and all of this evidence points towards him. All of it links back to Fungasm's Discord account. He even admitted that he knew what what he was doing, and like what he was doing was wrong. Sorry, I can't speak. But what he did was gross. He said it himself. He said it himself in the voice call. He said it himself on his Twitter. He said it himself on his Discord account. And so, I put these videos together with all of the information that the victims have given me. All of this is what they have sent me and told me. All of these accusations are alleged, but I think the screenshots and video just, you know, kind of, they're pushing me into the, yeah, I believe it section. I've seen people talk about this on Twitter before, of how he's done similar shady things in the past, which kinda backs this up even more. So, thank you for watching. Updates will be provided as needed. Haha, just kidding, I lied. That wasn't the last of it, because after I got done recording that, a while later I got a DM from someone who is very important to this case. We will just call her the X, because she has requested that I do not state her name in this video. So, she has told me a story about her experience dating Fungasm. She had screenshots of his old Pixiv account, and the tags that it included, and she cannot share the gallery because they are extremely graphic and chocked full of, children in compromisable situations? Is that correct? I also looked through his main Pixiv account, and he follows an account that draws, like, CP of anime girls, like, when they're younger, specifically, like, when they were younger. The artist makes them look like they're toddlers, basically, and it's very creepy as they draw them nude and in lingerie or bathing suits that are very revealing. I'm sorry, I just woke up. So I'm going to read her story. I'm going to read the message that she sent me. And I have had permission to tell her story. So let us get started, yes? So she dated him in 2013 to 2014. The first time I visited him, he seemed ultra secretive to his mom about me. We decided to get a hotel for my first visit and go around the city and travel to Pennsylvania for a Newgrounds meetup without disturbing his mother. The second time I decided to stay the trip at his apartment, which was a very small basement that was refurbished into an apartment. It was not well kept. I can confirm that his mother is old and sickly. She was not a good mother. She basically neglected taking care of him, let him do whatever. She was not all there and can confirm she was also a recovering addict. The first thing she asked me upon meeting me was for cigarette money, and when I declined, she yelled at me, which gave me a major panic attack. Although these things about his mother are true, there is still no excuse, and she shouldn't even be involved with what he has done to the boy he groomed. These are just excuses. David hid a lot from me. He hid from me when I needed him the most. At the time, my mom was extremely terrible to me, and he would just disappear. When I was alerted to his Pixiv in late 2018, the first submission was a collection of art from as early as 2013. So throughout my relationship with him, he was hiding this from me. Seeing when this Pixiv account was active, looks like it wasn't until 2017 to 2018 that he became very bold and transparent about his pedophilia. When I dated him, I was aware that he drew NSFW of Sonic OCs, and that was about it, but when I tried asking him about it, the questions were always dodged. He seemed extremely tight-lipped about it back then. I do also remember him having issues with people showing disapproval over NSFW of certain characters. I do remember him trying to normalize, "It's just fiction," that to me, and it wasn't until years after I broke up with him that I found out what it meant and what he was doing. Seeing those screen caps made me sick to my core when he described the type of girls that he liked, quote-unquote, tiny and flat-chested, end quote. That describes my body type, and knowing what I know now about his taste makes me nauseous and disgusted that I spent my time with such a gross man. So, these are very important statements that I have received, and that is very disturbing, to say the least. So, the ex has obviously seen some more about him that I haven't. She knows some more things about him that I don't. And I want to thank her very, very much for coming forward to me and telling me about all this, as this has brought some new light on onto our current situation, so thank you very much. And I think that's all I have to say for now, so thank you for watching, and thank you for spreading the word if you have, and if you haven't, you totally should, because that would help out a lot. So yeah, thank you for watching. Goodbye.